What's going on, my good people? Mike Hidalgo here. Thank you for joining me on another FCP Euro DIY. Today we are working on a 2018 Volvo XC90. Today we're going to be working on a SPA generation XC90. However, this DIY is going to be applicable to all SPA vehicles. And we're going to be covering how a $40 little harness is going to save you from hundreds of dollars in parts and maybe even labor. A common issue that we're finding with these SPA-chassis cars is that the AC evap cores are breaking. What does that mean? If you've ever taken a long ride in your vehicle and your AC stops working throughout the ride, what's happening is the vanes are starting to freeze up on the core. The more they freeze up, the less air that goes through them, which can cause them to just overfrost, literally freeze and crack. Think about it in the way if you put a cup of water in the freezer with a lid on it, but it was too full. As that ice expands, it cracks the plastic cup. Same thing is happening to these, and in some cases, it's even affecting the units in the rear of the car. Some of them are equipped with a rear evap core as well. So a fix that you can do, and a fix that Volvo has implemented, is simply adding this harness, which does a hard reset to the values in the system, allowing it to stay at a normal range and keeping these babies from freezing. If your AC no longer works and you had that happen to you on a longer drive, more than likely your core is cracked versus just needing a refill. So before we get too into it, let's show you how to get this harness in and what tools we're gonna need. For this DIY, we're gonna need a flashlight, a T25, and a ratchet. Now with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we are in the footwell of the XC90 on the passenger side. We have two T25s to remove so that we can drop this panel. All right, we're underneath the footwell. I'm just pulling the carpet back a little bit. It's not mandatory. It's not hiding behind it, but it just gives us more room for the camera. If you follow this up, you'll see this little white plug in the back. We're gonna pull that little connector out, and then we're gonna plug in our harness to that. So this is gonna act as a bridge between the two. To pull this out, so I'm going to go in with some pliers. So sorry, we're adding to the tools here to see if that helps. Well, here's the probe, and you can see the back of the harness matches the probe, which is what the harness in the car is going to plug into. And this little guy is going to plug into the probe here, like so. Now I'm going to feed this back into its home, and then we'll plug in the harness to the car. There she is, back in her home. All right, now we're just going to plug these two wires together, and we can throw our cover back on. There we go. Oh yeah, no problems. Make sure that probe's all the way in. Looking good. Okay, let's get our cover back on. Just a little snug. We're good to go, my good people. That is going to button up this DIY for today. Hopefully you caught it on time, and if you learned a thing or two, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more DIYs like this, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments on what we did today, leave those down below. We're always looking at those as well. As always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.